But I'm looking forward to being beaten by this deck and realizing I was wrong.
Hopefully I can show you that. Hello and welcome back to Dueling Grounds, where this week we have myself on Baral, Chief of Compliance, against...
myself on Flubs the Fool, my favourite commander of all time. Indeed. So Adam, you're on the play? Tell us about your hand.
My hand's great.
Oh wow, I like my hand so much I've only just now noticed it's 6 cards. Even better.
I've got 2 islands, 1, 2, 3, 4 counter spells, and a bribery to finish things off.
Sounds like fun for me.
Oh, fun for me, certainly.
So my hand, I think it's pretty good. I have the mana on 6, unfortunately. There was a moment where I got a bit excited because I thought this mana complement was a gemstone cavern.
Yes.
But it isn't. But even ignoring that, it's still not too bad. I've got 2 lands, 2 mana accelerants, and I've got 2 cards that are like permission cards. I've got Defense Grid and Dom Reach, both piece on counter spells.
Yes.
And against counterspell deck, this should be enough to see me through, I'd hope.
So it's the kind of hand you're happy to keep at 6?
The kind of hand I'm happy to keep at 6, and specifically tailored for your deck.
Perfect.
So,
let's see how it goes. Yes.
Adam on the play.
So I lead with an island. Yes. I suppose the one weakness of my hand is I don't really have a 1 mana spell. I could daze your 1-drop, but it sets me back too far. I don't like dazing on turn 1. If I had a Delver in play, I might do, but not. Now I'm happy because I've got my 2 mana.
You've got 2 mana. And you're.
I never play Baral on turn 2. I love all of the counter spells that cost 1 and a blue.
Yes.
Because then you can on turn 3 you can go Baral and hold up one of those.
Is the majority of your counter spells 2 mana?
Oh yes.
Assumed, yes.
Yeah, 1 or 2 mana, and and then there aren't many spells that are like counterspell that are blue, but I wouldn't want to play too many of them because of that. You don't get the reduction.
You don't get the reduction, of course. And
this was a first draft of the deck as well. I think going forward, I might cut a couple of creatures in order to have a couple more cheap interaction spells because I was just worried about not having enough threats.
Yeah.
Like all counters and no threats doesn't win you a game. Anyway, you play out your first anti-control card.
So my options here were play out Domri or to play out Defense Grid and Springleaf Drum. I decided to run out Domri first because obviously you have a counter spell and I'd rather Domri was countered. So trying to eat up your counter spells so I can get the Defense Grid to resolve.
Absolutely.
I hate that you're get probing me because I think that one of the downsides of control is knowing what to counter, when to counter, when to hold back. And when you're playing against control, you want to try and bait them sometimes.
Absolutely.
But if they know your whole hand, you can't bait them. They can make the perfect decision. Is this worth countering or should I wait for the next
round? The only thing I would say about that, and I agree with you, especially in a deck like Flubs where you've got different types of interaction like removal of things on board, removal of things on the stack.
Yes.
I have to just counter anything anyway.
Sure.
So it is still relevant, but I always feel like it's ever so slightly less relevant than it would be in a deck with multiple forms of interaction rather than just having counter spells only.
Yes. But as in, like, for example, a scenario where if I had like a Bergie and a Nardu in hand, there was a Lightning Greaves in play, you've get probed me, I cast Bergie, you're probably going to counter the Bergie.
Yeah.
But if you've seen the Nardu in hand, you wouldn't because you know...
It makes sense. Yeah. It makes sense. More information is better.
Yes.
Way better, yeah.
So I'm not happy about my situation right now. Domri's been countered.
Draw my 3rd land off the top, which wasn't in my opening hand, so I'm quite happy with that. That means I can then... I'm much happier now as well because I can untap with lots of mana.
Yes.
You are going to...
Think a lot.
We're just talking about the fact that you thought it was a gemstone cavern there.
Yes.
At that moment in the game.
So I play the Oko because I know you're going to counter it. Again, I'm trying to just preserve this defense grid.
Yeah. You're banking on the...
I don't think you even played a counter spell yet. I've just put the Oko into the graveyard already.
You just know.
Yeah.
But it is a good point because, I guess if I didn't know about the defense... I don't think I could let the Oko resolve, but I think that knowing about the defense grid does help me a huge amount. You're right.
So I get to play this very special Springleaf Drum. It's in Spanish because I got it recently when I was in Spain.
Oh, yes.
And I was doing a challenge and everyone else was on the challenge with me, signed it, so...
Just quickly talking about that, I could have dazed it.
Okay.
I chose not to because I felt it doesn't do anything because your only creature already taps for mana.
100%, yeah. You'd rather preserve the counter.
I'd rather preserve the daze in that situation to counter something that has a bigger effect on the board.
So I'm just not feeling very good in this situation. I know you're gonna, you've got all the counter spells.
I know.
And I think you meant this really good analogy off camera.
Okay.
Playing mono blue, it's like you're riding the wave.
Oh, I said it was a bit like surfing, which I had to go at when I was a younger man, and I didn't do very well. But the point is that you make one mistake and you wipe out.
Yes.
I let one threat resolve, I probably lose the entire game.
Yeah.
So while it can feel like a bit of a you can't do anything.
Yeah.
You're stuck. For me, it's like nail biting.
Yeah.
Because if I let one thing through, it feels like it's all over.
I think it's quite an interesting experience both players are having.
Yes.
The tactical experiences.
Yeah.
And then when you're playing against... so I
hard cast the days
countered,
here, which is nice.
Tried to cast the flubs. That's countered as well. The only 2 spells of mine that resolve this game are the 2 least impactful ones.
Yeah. Also, Baral, for those who have watched our B&R announcement, we likened Baral to Ral.
Yes.
Ral doesn't have the loot ability, and
No.
here you can see I'm looting away cards like the flashback card draw spell, the expensive bribery. Being able to churn through my deck and find more counters, more control, just makes it so much more powerful than Ral just having the cost reduction ability on its own.
Yeah. So you countered my commander again. My will to live is in the graveyard.
Yeah, I'm getting you can see my hands flicking. I'm getting more excited now because I'm not riding the wave anymore. Now I'm in the calm water and I feel happy.
No, but even though I feel like I'm in a position, like I could just play the Delighted Halfling, which says can't be countered, so you kind of have to deal with this.
I do.
Or my flubs are going to come down. But I've also got the Song of Creation in my hand, so I'm thinking, okay, well, I can try and bait him.
You're baiting me
to keep countering
to
flubs,
get the Song of
so that I get
Creation,
the Song of Creation to resolve. Yeah,
but you're right. But I can't let whatever that's called, Delighted Halfling resolve because of exactly what you said.
Yeah.
But I had the negate the whole time, which was I'm deciding on my loot, which you should let me decide on before you then play your follow-up spell.
100%. Wild Cantor, and I've still got 4 mana left to play the Song of Creation.
And I go, yeah, whatever, that's fine. And then this is your haymaker, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Song of Creation.
From your point of view, this is your haymaker.
This is my chance of redemption. Because if this resolves,
just a
okay.
casual negate, another loot.
I was thinking, how many counter spells does this guy have? You know?
Oh, about 40.
Is that your roughly?
I can't remember. Actually, I think it's closer to 30. Actually.
I thought there'd be more. Only 30.
That's what I mean, because there's lands, there's creatures, there's other things like.
I guess the looting is what's really helping.
Yeah, it's churning through and finding them. Because I do want a certain amount of threats to be able to eventually win this game where I'm constantly countering everything. Also, I've got quite a lot of card draw.
Yes,
to keep the wheels turning. So yeah, there's a lot of counters, but maybe not as many as you might think. I don't know.
And so Adam's just quickly run away because he's been judge called. I'm just sat here wallowing in my misery.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeps.
I really wish this camera was zoomed out slightly because I literally just sat there staring at the table.
Yeah. It's a very Hello Darkness, my old friend.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, your opponent's just absolutely destroying you. They're called away from the table and you just have to sit there. And I mean, looking at the board state, all you have is a 1/3 in play, doesn't it?
Basically,
really
I've got like 2
you're
cards in hand as
dominating.
well.
Okay, I think I'm just going to cut.
So I've come back.
Hello, and welcome back. Adam's returned from the judge call.
Yeah, so Nadu comes down, and I think you just put it in your graveyard before I even did anything. I might have just announced that I'm going to count. Oh
no! I presumptively
you
put it to the graveyard.
But I don't have something in hand.
Yeah, which is
so I have to dig now.
And I'm kind of wishing I just went for it because can I cast flubs again here? Flubs cost 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could have cast flubs here by tapping the wild cancel with the spring neutral and sacking the wild cancel.
I've got I don't remember exactly what I got. A funny feeling I might have had something like Stern Scolding in hand, which doesn't hit the Nadu.
Would have hit this.
Which would have hit that, but I can't remember if that was exactly the case.
So you've brain surged, picked the cards on top.
Yeah, and then I've got no way to shuffle.
Yes.
So I play Think Twice to draw the top card.
Yeah.
And then I play Brainstorm to dig that much deeper.
Yeah.
So now I know the top card, I don't want it, but I get to look at 2 more cards that's underneath that top card that might be a counter that will help me, but it's not. It's a land, and it's basically a card draw spell.
Sure.
It's the Meringue River Regent thing from Tarkia.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
So I have to let it. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's a Stern Scolding just in front of the Spell Pierce in my hand. So I just have to let it resolve. And now all I'm deciding is what order to put cards back in.
That resolve the Nadu doesn't feel that exciting to me.
Without an equipment in play.
Without equipment in play. But I guess, like, at the moment, I'm just kind of death by 1,000 cards for just hitting me with Baral every turn. At least this stops that from happening.
Totally.
And gives me a much faster clock on you with a 3/4 flyer.
Yeah.
I'm not really thinking, oh, now I can Nardu combo, because now you're going to untap, you're going to play on more card draw spells, the combo piece will be counted.
So I had to put 2 back, but at least the Preordain lets me clear the top card of my library away.
Yes.
And doesn't force me to redraw it, which I leave on top. I believe it's the Abhorrent Oculus. So this is one of the few threats that are in the deck, and I think this is a powerful threat.
And now suddenly my 3/4 Nardu clock is just gone.
That's why I'm happy.
Yeah.
Because as long as I counter your equipment,
yes,
the Nardu is just a 3/4 flyer versus my 5/5 flyer.
Which is basically useless.
So I exile some cards.
Perfectly timed threat.
Perfectly timed threat, of course. Blue always has it. And then I manifest red. And interestingly, I've used up my Brain Search and my Brainstorm, but actually both of those cards work really nicely with manifest red, because you put the 2 cards you don't want on top, and then you manifest red them away.
Middle one,
yeah. But I didn't get to show that off in this game, unfortunately.
One of the sad things about this format is that Abhorrent Oculus works really well in multiples.
I bet it does. Yeah, I've never played it in multiples.
It doesn't really get highlighted in this format. And rudely throwing your stance holding at my flubs.
Oh, so I had, this was the game, wasn't it? Yeah. So I think I did a little bit of, should we call it some psychological tactics on you.
That's a polite way of putting it.
There's a polite. I think I asked you perfectly innocently, oh no, you have enough mana to cast your commander.
And I was like, oh yeah, I guess I can cast my commander, and you just throw your counter spell.
Doom.
Okay, so you cycle a Shark Typhoon?
Shark Typhoon goes away. No, I'm discarding it to a. I think I played the River region, the draw 3 discard one. I discard the Shark Typhoon to that.
Interesting. Just you've got mismatching basic.
Unfortunately, so the unhinged or unglued basics are my absolute favourite.
Sure.
But they were. I don't know if they still are, but they used to be very expensive.
Yes.
So I don't have like 25 of them.
I mean, I feel like, you've memory lapsed my VV, my Tinder wall's resolved, I'm not super...
Yeah, Vivi has to go away, because Vivi will win you the game, because you can just keep pinging me down.
Yes.
Although the 5/5 clock in the air maybe wasn't...
It's too fast.
Maybe it was too fast. But yeah, in terms of the mismatch, I don't generally like mismatch basics, but when you don't have enough of the basics that you like...
You've got no options.
Yeah, I do also really like the stained glass basics as well, which I've got a few of. And then just some other random ones that I had. I don't mind, like the Nickel Bolas full art one that's tapped at the moment.
So the VV resolves, but it's just not enough to stop the 5/5 flyer.
Fine.
Nice. Well, better luck to Flubs in game 2.
Well, if you are enjoying this riveting game so far, please drop us a like and subscribe.
We do appreciate it.
Okay.
Hello and welcome back to Dueling Grounds. I lost game 1 horribly, so I'm going to play now. My opening hand it's fine. It's got 5 lands, World of Tutor, Spyro, Spellbomb. Is it a good keep? Probably not. I kept it because of the World Tutor. I'm just thinking I can go turn 1 and go grab Blighted Halfling or Enchanted Swarm.
Such a good card against me.
And that's basically my only hope, is that this represents the possibility to get some permission out. But yeah. Anyway, how's your hand?
Not as exciting as I think as it was in game 1, but I don't think I can just mulligan any old hand. I've got 2 lands and the possibility of a third with Sink into Stupor. I think Currency Converter is amazing.
Ridiculously good card in your deck,
because it says whenever you discard a card, and Baral just makes you discard cards.
Yes.
Which is fantastic. Unable to scream for some permission for something that has already resolved, which is nice. Just the Skern Scolding, which is obviously great against your commander.
Yeah.
A reason to keep, and then think twice. So I think it's not, as you can see, it's not counterspell heavy deck.
No.
It's just hand.
Yes.
Let's get on with the game.
So I lead with the Tiger. I consider casting the World of Tutor in main phase, but like...
It's an instant, isn't it?
It's an instant,
yeah,
so...
you might as well just wait.
Yeah, but like you could have had more interaction if I waited, is what I was thinking.
I suppose, but then you get a counter out of my hand on... I suppose if you really wanted to resolve... If you really wanted to resolve, you should have played it main phase. Yeah.
I think I should more just like... what's the word? I've lost it. I think I was trying to... I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. We'll come back to that.
Like Flubs, I am a fool.
Not at all.
I was torn here. Yeah, I was thinking about the Halfling because it accelerates my mana a bit.
Yes.
But the problem with Blighted Halfling is it only makes 1 spell uncounterable a turn, and it has to be legendary.
Yes.
Whereas Enchanted Swarm will allow all my spells to be uncounterable.
It makes your turn to be uncounterable.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, normally an 0-1 body with flying isn't great, but I'm thinking Adam's not running many threats. I mess up here completely. I play the Besage.
It's absolutely fine, by the way. We'll just say this is absolutely fine.
Yeah. You very graciously were like, just...
There's another game that's going to come up on the channel where I do something slightly similar. And it's FNM. It's not a Grand Prix Day 2. It's not a Pro Tour. You know, it's fine. It's absolutely fine.
Not the highest.
Yeah, we just want to say for people considering coming and joining us that this isn't like cutthroat.
No, our shop's we've got a nice mix of like tiers of spikiness. So
obviously want to keep the Besage to blow up the
obviously want to keep the Besage above the currency converter, because that card is ridiculous in your deck.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing a mountain Bloodstained Mire because of the fact that I might want to Earthcraft later.
So for all the reasons Ryan pointed out, I have to do something about the Xanthid Swarm, so I do. This also gives you a choice of targets for your Besage now.
That's true. I don't think I really thought about that. Perhaps it would have been a better call to destroy the...
I suppose now that we're talking about that, it's spoilers, but yeah, I was in our game, I was actually surprised that you chose to blow up the converter in that spot.
I think game 1 demoralised me so much.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I just felt like, why am I bothering to play Magic?
Oh, no.
I'm just really looking forward to the next ban announcement.
They'll unban something. They'll unban Force of Will.
They'll reback
in my dreams.
No way. I decided to. So looking retrospectively, I think there's a very strong argument that I should be getting rid of the Enable Scream here. The currency converter for you obviously represents mana or bodies, and it will help you to close the game.
Yeah. I think I briefly considered trying to protect it. I'm not sure if I might have been able to think twice into something, or maybe, but I think actually you blowing up the currency converter, one is the preferred of the two choices that you did have, and two, I'm not going to win the game on the currency converter. I think against you, I think against a more mid-rangey attritional deck, having those extra bodies and things can help. But I think against you, it's just keep your commander off the board. Sure. That's the name of the game. So I'm like, okay, just let it go. You get a land. I even get resources from it. I get a land out of the deal. I'm not unhappy.
Welcome, Adam.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
welcome.
I'm not unhappy about this. Because I had to play my Sink into Stupor as a land because I hadn't drawn another one.
Yes.
So this is not too bad for me.
I attempt to play Flubs.
Yeah, as we know from my opening hand, I've got the Stern Scolding.
And I put dice on it. I assume you've told me about the counterspell, even though I haven't seen it. Yeah, there we go. There it is.
Yeah, and sometimes we'll do that. We'll just announce what's in our hand.
Yeah.
And then, because you're in the middle of shuffling or whatever, just carry on with it.
It makes sense. Speeds things up.
I get to loot away this Sapphire Medallion, I think it's called. It just like Baral, makes your blue spells cost less. I'm actually wondering if it needs to be in the deck. It sounds like a good fit.
I don't think
the Baral actually just does that anyway, and I'm never playing the Sapphire on 2.
You don't need to reduce by 2, do you?
Not really, no. I think it was something that I included because it just felt like something that belongs in a mono blue deck.
Yeah.
But I think this is V1 of the deck, and I think as we iterate on it, it's some things are going to get removed.
Yeah, in our ban announcement video, I said I thought Baral was fine, and I'm deeply regretting those words.
In real time.
My evaluation skills of cards are very bad. So you swing in with Baral.
Oh yeah, just to explain here.
Yeah, you seem to be really confused that I was blocking.
Yeah, I spent the entire game from my opening hand onwards thinking that card was witness protection. Yeah. Because they do basically the same thing. Yeah. So I thought I was attacking a 1/3 into a 1/1.
And you made it.
I was so convinced it was a witness protection. I just put your creature in the graveyard.
And you even made a comment about before you attacked. You made a comment about the fact that Yavimaya couldn't tap for red. Because of the fact that Pirate Spellbomb, if it was a 1/1, I could have Spellbombed to kill the Baral.
Yes.
And so we're rewinding here.
That's it.
I suddenly catch up and I'm like, hang on a second, why have you put my creature in the graveyard?
Yeah, no. I see what you mean, yes. I'm waving to the camera going, sorry guys at home. So this is just a total flub on me, not understanding what my card does. But yeah, you're right, because I was trying to play around the fact that you could deal 1 damage to Baral with the witness protection, and then deal 2 with it to finish it off. Yeah. Anyway, you play.
So played here Spot of Parents. Now, unfortunately, in these games, spoilers, you don't really get to see what my deck does. But that FNM in general, Spot of Parents is a new card from the Spider-Man set, and I'm absolutely in love with it.
It's been an all-star for you.
It's an all-star. Like I was a bit. I knew it was a card I wanted to try out. But I didn't know how good it was going to be. I was worried 3 mana might be a bit too expensive. Tapping 2 creatures for 1 mana might not be enough of a payoff.
Yeah.
But the fact that it's a creature is just huge, because like in Temur I can't really tutor for Earthcraft very easily.
Yeah.
But I can tutor for supportive parents, and there are several times at FNM I have myself just tutoring supportive parents.
Wow.
Massive, yeah. I think the cards are a really good upgrade for the deck.
I think it says something about our matchup when I didn't even really consider countering it.
Yeah,
I bounced it for a tempo play, but I think I just thought I don't need to counter that because it doesn't. It's not enough of a threat.
Requires me to have other stuff.
Exactly. Yes.
Here it's doing basically nothing.
It's a 3 mana 3/3. I think.
Yeah.
Largely.
I
it's a bit better than
I
that.
kind of think of it as a 2.5 mana 3/3 because of the fact that if I have another creature, it rebates me one. Yeah, but yeah.
That's not fair.
The bridge is
nice.
I
don't like.
Yeah, it's like
that one eats a counterspell.
It stops you winning the game, but like also it doesn't help me to win the game. And I don't really think that the bridge resolving results in me winning the game in the long run.
So I will say that I think it maybe doesn't, but it makes my life significantly harder because I don't have a combo finish in this deck.
Sure.
I'm still trying to win with combat damage, just in a really slow and ponderous way.
Yes.
And I think that's an example where you could have baited me.
Yeah.
I could have countered the supported parents, and you would have got the you would have got the bridge down.
Yeah.
Because this is how I'm trying to win. Something like an Oculus or a Fairy Mastermind, or just something that can attack, and while I can protect with my counterspells.
Would you consider putting in like a combo finish of some sort, or do you
I don't know what it would be, because I don't think I want to play like a 2-card combo that's sitting in the 99 and with no tutors to support it. And I don't want to dilute my deck with tutors.
Yeah.
So it would have to be something that combos with Baral. I don't think there is anything that combos with Baral.
Another counterspell.
Cryptic. What am I crypticking even?
The parents?
Oh, no, Flubs. I think it was Flubs.
Probably.
We're just talking about other stuff.
Yes, yeah. We said after we finished filming game 1 before we started filming game 2, I was like, Adam, we didn't really talk about the game much there. It was just like spell counter.
So here I play Bribery. I love Bribery.
Bribery's a good card.
When I first started playing Magic, I learnt on a game called Duels of the Planeswalkers, which some people will know. That was a powerful card in that format because it was quite a low-powered format. And then when I started playing Magic for real, it was a present from my partner.
Oh.
So it's
sentimental.
I like the sentimental card. It hasn't really been good enough to see play in any decks in the modern era of Magic. So getting to play it again, I think at 4 mana, I think it's quite a good effect.
I think so.
So with Baral, I think it's worth running Bribery. And I get your Vivi here, which if only I could play Vivi in this deck.
It's also like mono-colour. You have you can play cards that wouldn't see play in like 2 or 3 colour decks. Like,
because there's too many
in
other good
mono-blue,
options.
Bribery might be good enough.
Yeah. Also, I kind of wanted to play Bribery to get other people's Deadpools.
Yes.
Just to try and prove a point, because I have a mission against Deadpool.
And as of today, I have a mission against Baral.
There we go.
So I play a Prismatic Vista. I really just So I can replay Flubs. I think I have enough mana and it's miscalculation.
Yeah. And then Vivi trigger.
And I'm done.
And
I'm
you're
just
done. You're just done with everything.
My will to live is destroyed. Magic is a game I no longer want to play.
Exile target player.
Exile target player. No, jokes aside. So how do you think Baral is in then?
I had immense fun playing this deck, and one of the things that made me I really enjoyed from the night was Josh. Said that he had watched the video about the unbanning. He said he could see the excitement in my face as I was talking about Baral being unbanned, and he was right. I was thrilled to play this deck tonight. But
nice.
Thank you for watching.
Have a good day, guys. See you next time.